What's going on, everyone? It is Epictastic Joshua Drake here once again. And I'm giving you guys my thoughts on the latest new horror film, Sinners. This is co-written, produced, and directed by Ryan Coogler, and it stars Michael B. Jordan, Hailee Steinfeld, Miles Caton, Jack O'Connell, Jamie Larson, and Delroy Lindo. In 1932, in the Mississippi Delta, the film Sinners tells the story of two twin brothers, Smoke and Stack. Trying to leave their troubled lives behind, they return to start again, only to discover that an evil greater is waiting to welcome them back. I wasn't against Sinners. I was actually pretty interested to see how this would turn out because, if anything, like I said, vampire genre has been making a great resurgence lately. Not all of them is going to be winners for most people, but I've enjoyed every single one that I've liked. I very much loved Nosferatu last year. I really liked Abigail. I really liked The Last Voyage of the Meter. So I wanted to see what this would be in the hands of Ryan Coogler. So I definitely like the fact that Ryan Coogler, he wanted to make a movie like this for himself. So, and hearing this, he pitched this movie back in 2025, 2024, and so Warner Brothers gave him a deal for this. I went into it pretty interested. You had Michael B. Jordan cast as well, but then you also had Hailee Steinfeld, which made me a little more interested there. I saw the first teaser trailer, and that was as far as I went. But I did not see any of the other trailers, but I did see a lot of critical acclaim for this movie, and I did have some concerns because I was going into this expecting this to be just a movie that, I hate to make this comparison, but I expected this to be another case of Antebellum, where this is not a scary movie marketed. This is just another racist type of movie made. But I still went into this curious because one is vampires, two, Michael B. Jordan was involved, and three, you have the director of Black Panther, Fruitvale Station, and such. And everything Ryan Coogler's done, I really liked. So, this is why I'm happy to report Sinners is actually pretty good. But, I don't think this is my favorite movie of the year so far. We ain't got there yet. I'm trying to give it until July. And the reason why I feel this way is because I just really enjoyed the fact that this is a vampire movie that dared to try something different. Now, the vampire stuff is there, but this is more so an exploration of different things here. It feels like a genre blend. It's like a drama, a period piece, a vampire movie, a romance, and a horror movie all into one. And I think Ryan Coogler did that very well in his direction. I love this man as a director. I liked Fruitvale Station, but I will never watch it again. I loved the two Black Panther movies, even Wakanda Forever, despite some bumps in the road with the passing of Chadwick Boseman, which is not the faults. But I will say this here was actually very solid. And I really liked a lot of what this had to give me. I definitely really quite enjoyed what this had to say a lot about the themes that it's talking about. The way it touches upon some of the stuff in this era that the movie takes place in, it does it in a way that is good, talking about intersections of faith and community and heritage and exploitation and freedom and culture through which is processed. But it also finds a way to celebrate musicians, storytellers, artists here, and cultural identity with Black artists. And I really enjoy that. I really like that. And it's something new and it's something fresh. Because when we are in living in an era where we're getting a lot of sequels and remakes and such, which I'm not really against because they do have to help make the money somehow. But it's nice to have an original movie like this to where it's a standalone film and it definitely does a lot of what's going on here. And definitely one of the best films here of this decade so far. The thing I was the most terrified about when it comes to this movie is the racism part, because this is something I was afraid that this was going to take it into a way that is just beating you over the head, or just like Antebellum or 12 Years a Slave, or is depressing as hell. But no, there's very few moments of that, but it does it in a way where it's more like you can just breathe. You don't have to be freaked out about it. So all of the different stuff that Ryan Coogler chooses to tackle here and make it into a nice, refreshing little horror film with some vampire elements there. Which it does take an hour so to get to the vampire stuff, but when the vampire stuff is good, it is good. It's a nice fusion of visual storytelling, both some good writing and good music here as well. And it's a great original blockbuster that coming from his imagination. Some people will say it's a little overpraised, but I will say I definitely did enjoy that. And thematically, it does pull together kind of very well. But going into it now, the music by Ludwig Göransson is great. Music plays a big important part of this movie. And with the way this movie is just killing it at the box office, it is gonna make that 300 or 200 something. And that is it's just great seeing this. And I love the score in this. It's great music used here. And also you have a nice little song by Hailee Steinfeld there. It definitely has a little southern black score going on for it, but it's done in a very, very good way. The cinematography and the editing and even the effects is very well done. I love the way the effects goes in this movie. I definitely really quite like it in the way it feels. And it's just awesome to see that. I love what this movie goes for in terms of the cinematography. Everything is just well shot, it's well lit, you can see what's going on. The CGI, for when it's there, is there, but there's some good practical effects and practical gore. So you do get exactly what you're coming for when it comes to this. And so a lot of that is what makes this movie just as great as it was when it comes to the cinematography and music and story, and as well as the characters. The characters in this movie are very well fleshed out. Aside from a few I thought was just okay, but I very much love the characters here. Michael B. Jordan, let me just say, this guy is a great actor. I know some people disagree, but no, I can't get on board with that. Michael B. Jordan is a fantastic actor. He is amazing in this. He's having to play two different characters, and at first I was a little concerned about him doing this, but I think the way he's able to transition into both characters in different personalities. One is more of the loose one is more restraints. Especially when things happen with the other brother, it's great. So I definitely really enjoyed him as Smoke and that Elijah and Elias. Miles Catan, this is his first movie, and I know he said he wants to play Miles Morales, but I want to see him do more stuff like this before I can confirm that. But for his first movie, he was amazing, and I thought he really did a great job in terms of his performance and what was going for as Sammy. Hailee Steinfeld. Let me just say, for one, it's good to see Hailee Steinfeld in another theatrical movie again. I love her as Gwen Stacy. Kate Bishop, she's grown on me, but Hailee, one, Josh Allen, you're a lucky guy. Two, I just cannot get over how gorgeous as hell Hailee Steinfeld is. I've always loved her ever since Pitch Perfect 2, but here, this is a different role for her. She is amazing in here. I thought for the first couple minutes, I wasn't sure I was gonna like her, but she does a really good job, and I very much love her performance here. So she's awesome in this. The character of Mary, and this is the first time she gets to acknowledge her African American heritage, which is something awesome here, which for her, and she's fantastic in there. I love Hailee Steinfeld. She is gorgeous as hell, but she is a damn great actress.
kick-ass. Try to keep up.
I'm just saying you're a babe. Own it.
You feel love.
I don't.
For her.
No.
You do love me. Forever and a day.
Everyone else, like DeRoy Lindo, who he's always good, Omar Miller, Jamie Lawson, Lee Jung Lee, fantastic. The performances are very well done in this movie, and everyone does a very good job here. Editing is top notch. Even though there's a little small issue with it, for the 2 hours and 18 minutes, I was hooked into it. And when you get your horror aspects and vampire aspects, I have a good time with it. I really have a good time with it. I'm like, yes, I'm really liking it. I'm really enjoying this. Also, Wumi Mosaku, Jamie Lawson, and Lola Kirk, everyone, they all do a very good job in this movie. So they all did a great job in their performances. And when you get the action in here, it's great here. So like I said, it takes a while to get there, but it gets there in a very good way. Just only have a few issues when it comes to Sinners. One, it does take a while for this movie to build up to it because you get the character development and the world build up, but for some people this is going to be a bit of an issue. But for me, I was just more taking it in. So as it was going on, I just was able to let that go. Some of the racial stuff, but because of the time period, did get to me, but it didn't really anger me as much as I thought it was going to go. So that I thought, while it was going to concern me to where I would hate this movie, as well as think this movie's overrated as hell, but that's really my only real issues. Also, I thought a few characters here were just okay, not badly acted. Also, I'll say this right now, for some people who's going to complain about it, prepare for a little bit of a sexual charm with this movie, because there are points where this movie gets a little bit sexual for a vampire horror film. But the vampire stuff gets there once you get through the character development build up. But ultimately, Sinners was just a great, refreshing genre blender of a horror film. And another entry into the rise of vampire resurgence. This was great. Ryan Coogler directs this movie with great compassion. Michael B. Jordan is fantastic. Hailee Steinfeld, amazing. Miles Canton, great score, great production design. This is why we love movies, and I'm very happy this movie is getting the word of mouth that it's getting. It's a great movie with a lot of great ideas in here, and it did its job. So for that, I gotta say, definitely go watch Sinners in theaters. If you wait to watch this on streaming, I understand, but you're passing up a good opportunity to watch this in theaters. Even if there is some stuff in here is gonna bother you, try and go along with it. This is a good vampire horror film, but also a great movie. And I'm actually gonna give this a better than Vampire Academy. It's almost there as part of a seal of approval. Just the few issues that bothers me. Well, that's going to do it for my thoughts on Sinners. What did you guys think of it in the comment section down below? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Or are you somewhere right in the middle? All my social media links are in the description box down below. If you would like to send any money to my chime or Cash App, that's in the description box down below. If you'd like to see anything from my Amazon wish list, you can do that as well. As always, stay Epictastic, join the Epictasticness, and you guys keep it cool as always.
Well, that's going to do it for the video that you just watched. If you want to see more, my channel icon is up here. If you want to see more content from me, all my social medias are right here in this end card. I will also leave a playlist and a video here for you to see what the channel is about. As always, acknowledge me, stay Epictastic, join the Epictasticness, and you guys keep it cool.